Finally. So, after we've missed the first minute of qualifying due to Twitch being a bit slow, welcome to STB Season Round 3, the Bahrain Grand Prix. Joined as always by TR SaKuuu, Kevin in the commentary box.
Hello, Jack.
Hello. So, I think it's safe to say that we're going to have the first fully dry weekend of the season at this one. Can't see it raining.
Yes, it's usually the case in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Red Bull spinning. That's KS outgoing. He's ruined his lap.
I think we have both Mercedes of Shadow and Edu Perandi up front. Edu Perandi, as we know, is one hell of a quick guy, so I'm looking forward to his lap and what he can do. Is he going to pace the field once again, Jack?
I mean, you got to think that he's going to take pole position, being the world's record holder of this circuit. It's hard to see anybody really challenging him. Of course, we saw how
actually,
good
Jack, there's this. I'm sorry, there's something very interesting here. There are three drivers right now that have chosen to go out on the softs first. So I presume that strategy-wise, we know that Bahrain is a close call if you want to pull a one-stop, even from the supers to the mediums, which are the opposite of soft and hard on this track. So I'm curious to see if these guys are gonna take the softs right away and start the race on those. That's curious, I think.
Well, looking down the grid, it looks like KS outgoing can definitely maybe get into the top 10 on those softs, which should put him in quite a good position for the race. Not sure about Evanzi. I can't really remember what his pace is like. Dennis was quite quick as well, so they'll definitely be looking to get into the top 10.
I know that Dennis last week, Jack in China, had chosen to go out on the harder tires as well for the start of the race, so it's no surprise really coming from him. As Perandi is coming on on the back straight, last turn of the track. Let's see what kind of time he pulls.
This should put him in pole.
1:28.2, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really quick. Compared to a 28.7, sorry, for Eric. So 5/10 to his championship rival, that's got to feel good. Even if Eric isn't really the best qualifier as we've seen from the last two races.
No, he's not, but you can bet that he's gonna be consistent throughout the race. That's what he's shown so far in a couple of races, and he's had good results. He's tied up at the front of the leaderboards with Edu Perandi, both at 43 points, Jack.
Yeah, both tied at 43 points, and I believe it is totally not stalling. Look at the championship standings table at all.
Yes, it is. I've got it up.
It is Yo Pedro on 30. So Yo Pedro gets a good result here, and Perandi and Eric maybe have a few incidents, and he could possibly lead Bahrain leading the championship as well.
He's definitely going to be looking to take advantage of any error that happens, any mistake that he's going to take advantage. He's been consistent as well. He's not as quick. He's not at the same pace really as Edu Perandi and Eric Stander, but we've talked to him last race, Jack, and he did say that he did not have the best race, and he thought, I think, disconnected a couple times. He said he could have done better, so I'm curious to see what kind of performance he comes up with today.
Yeah, it should be a close fight. Just want to talk about Evans real quick. He's on a 29.6 on the soft tire. That's not a bad lap at all, considering that the soft tires, I believe, are about 8/10 slower.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna invite him to the chat. Actually, we're gonna talk to him in this qualifying session. Let's see.
Everybody's currently on the in laps. Oh,
We'll
Dennis.
see if he joins.
Fucking on a bit of- Nope.
Here he is.
D joined.
Hello, Evans. We're watching you at the moment currently on your in lap from your first qualifying lap. You've chosen to go out on the softs. What's the strategy tonight, Evans? Oh, interesting. All right, and how's your pace looking? You figure you can reach the top 5 on your hot lap on the second stint? Bahrain a good track for you, Evans. You think you can talk about your strategy going to the race? All right, Evans. Thank you for joining us, and we'll let you talk to your engineer. And good luck on the race, buddy.
So,
All right.
the Constructors' Championship. Yes.
Have fun.
Yep, good luck. So the Constructors' Championship standings, not looking quite as close as the drivers, I'll be honest. 30 points between Ferrari in first and Mercedes in second. 23 points then back to Williams. It's kind of looking Ferrari dominated at the minute. You gotta think that maybe they're going to extend the lead again here in Bahrain.
Yeah, you're right, Jack. I think looking at it, Edu Peroni has been the only driver to bring points for Mercedes. He's got his teammate in ECR Shadow, who hasn't brought a point yet in 2 races. I think he's DNF'd out of both. So Ferrari have a strong lineup, as we've seen. Eric Stander and Paul Pedro both had 2 good races the first 2 rounds, as we see Edu Peroni coming on his second hot lap, Jack.
Eric spun it at turn 2 on his out lap, so that's not going to do his confidence any good. First real mistake was seen from him since the league started, really.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't seen many errors coming from him. He's been very consistent. It's been his strength so far.
As indeed. Dennis still in the pits on the soft, so I think he might be trying to start on them. He's in 11th at the minute, so he's going to get a new set of tyres anyway. So I think it's possibly worth him going out in the supers and seeing what he can do. Or possibly another set of soft.
I think, Jack, my feeling is that he's going to stay on those tires and he's going to work his strategy around that. And you know, take the gamble.
Yeah, we saw it work from quite well in China, so possible it's going to work for him well here again today.
Looking at Edu Peroni, Jack, he had to deal with a bit of traffic in the middle sector of his hot lap, but I do think that well, I'm not sure actually. I don't think he's gonna improve on his first one, but you never know. We don't have the telemetry exactly.
Yeah, that's right, we don't. He does improve for 27.7.
Oh,
That
holy
is...
cow!
Well, if you was wondering who's going to be on pole, I think we've just found out who it is.
Wow, I'm impressed, really. I'm impressed. I was watching ULC Tier 2 earlier, Jack, and pole position surprised me from AOR Tier 1 at a 28.1, which was pretty quick. So 27.79. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. What a mistake.
He looks like he's lost it on the exit of, I believe that's turn 6. Coming down the hill, maybe got on the exit curve and then just spun it into the wall.
Yeah, that's a greasy one there. It's low traction. This turn right there, so you need full focus going into this section of the track.
PT out of qualifying also, so I wonder if maybe they both made mistakes. Mind you, it's come to the end, so I think PT might have just retired.
They did. I don't think that's the kind of qualifying session he was looking to get. It's not his quickest, unfortunately for him. So he's gonna have to battle through the middle of the field going into the race.
Evans, you know, coming through the last corner. He said he was going for pole. What's he gonna get? Only P3 for Evans here. I'm sure he'll still be quite happy with that though.
Pretty good lap,
as well, the defending champion in second, so it's been a good qualifying for Renault.
Absolutely, I'm impressed. These guys are in for the win. They want to put on a show. Eric Stander is really the surprise here, Jack. I think. Well, he still got P6, but he did crash a car, so he's gonna have to work for a podium once again. He's gonna hope for a good race start.
Yeah, it's as I said when I saw him spin at turn 2, you know, one spin like that, even if you keep it out of the wall, it can knock your confidence and lead to a crash later down the line. And that's been proven correct just there. Also quite interesting is there's some clouds forming above the circuit.
I wouldn't be too worried about that, but in Formula 1, you never know, as they say, Jack. We could catch some rain, who knows, but unlikely. I'm a bit surprised about, I was looking at Matty Banner. I think he had a pretty good race last week with in China with Force India. Consistent drive. I think he finished P6. Not sure exactly. I'm surprised to see him down the field in P15.
Yeah, it's clear that he's struggling quite a lot this circuit, you know, not quite carrying over his pace from China. I'm sure we're hoping to make some ground in the race, of course, starting on new tyres, as will everybody from 11th down.
So it looks like the grid is set then. We have our qualifying results, waiting for everybody to retire for the session, to get ready for the race. So Jack, going to the race now, Bahrain, most likely a one stop. Might see a few alternate strategies going around, but I think tire saving is of the utmost importance here. We've seen punctures in the past in 50% races, so I think the drivers here are going to want to pit as late as possible in the supers, especially those on the top 10. And they're going to want to stretch it out to be able to get those medium tires to the end comfortably without risking a puncture.
Yeah, I think if you want to be safe, then mediums is definitely the way to go, but we might see a couple of the front runners risking softs if maybe they're fighting for podium or even the win.
Welcome to Sakhir for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. We hope you're ready for an exciting evening's action. Formula 1 returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix.
Definitely a possibility. It's doable. We've seen it happen in other leagues before this year, but I think it's definitely stretching it very thin if you're gonna go supers to softs. But I reckon, Jack, now I think of it, that those that start outside the top 10 may try this strategy and might work for them indeed.
Well, if I was qualifying outside the top 10, what I do is start on mediums, take them to near the end, and then go on supers at the end, go hell for leather, and try and gain as many positions as I could.
Yeah, it's a decent track for overtaking. There are many good spots, many good places and turns there where you can really be aggressive, but at the same time it's a good track for defending as well. You can really block the inside line and park it on the apex, really defend your position. So I think we're gonna witness some good action today.
Yep. As we go to the grid then, 5 lights. And away we're going, Bahrain. We're only with a good start. Eric as well in the
What a
car.
start.
Quite a good start. He's already, I think that's Eric up into P3, is it? Yeah, Eric into P3 already. Push back into
There's been a
P4
crash
right
out the back, Maldi.
Let's have a look at this then.
And Kusta's in the Toro Rosso has no front right wing.
Yeah, we've got McLaren as well. I think that's Danger Man with basically a plank left for a front wing.
He gained a couple of positions there, notably Extender in P4 now. That's a good start. The Renaults are still in P2 and P3 coming into this corkscrew turn. And the Ferrari of Eric Stander is getting closer.
Yeah, Eric's looking at this Renault thinking, I need that P3, I need to keep with Perona. If Perona's allowed to drive off, then you've got to think that he's not really going to be challenged this race. He needs to be put under pressure. I think we could see a move into turn 1 here on Evans if from Eric.
Yeah, he's definitely close. He's going to want to stay within 1 second of Evans there to take advantage of the DRS when it opens up, when it becomes available. I mean, in lap 3. Coming into turn 1 now. Is he going to take the inside? Nope.
Oh, actually he does. Bit of a dive
dives
into.
What a move. He didn't make it stick though, but that was hopeful to say the least, Jack.
Yeah. I think that was half look up, half dive bomb if I'm honest. Looks like his front wing's still intact, which is the main thing. Evans has kept his position as well. So no harm done.
Well, Pedro, the Brazilian in the Ferrari, the other Ferrari is hounding Old Legend in P5. He's going to be looking at taking advantage. He's got the pace in his Ferrari, Jack. He's coming into this corkscrew now.
Oh, Toxic has run wide. He's lost time to Peroni there. 3/10. Dennis
already a penalty.
That's not.
Wow.
Peroni's disconnected.
Oh no. Once again, the connection doesn't do him any favors as he becomes an AI. He's back in, Jack.
He's back in, but he's now behind Eric. You gotta think Eric's not going to be letting him through anytime soon.
It doesn't seem like he can get a hold of his car. That's unfortunate. You don't want to see that, to be honest. It's unfortunate.
It is.
Who's having a good race here already?
Eric's gonna try it around the outside. Can't quite make it though. Evans with some good defending. I'll look a bit further down the grid.
Peroni already P8, and he's back in the car.
He is back. He's no longer AI. This is a long way down though. He's got some ground to catch up if he wants any chance of winning this race.
Jack, the Renaults they're going to be happy with that nonetheless, because they're now both P1, P2. They've had a good start as Outgoing retires. What happened there, Jack?
I think he's just rage quit, if I'm honest. He's got a bit of damage to his front wing.
And he's out of it.
The Toro Rosso's finally in the pits on your front wing. And
that's only 1 point in 3 races for Outgoing. as he retires.
Yeah, that's not what he wants. Outgoing's definitely got the pace to challenge for some podiums. Very unfortunate for him.
And Fotis Greek is on the back straight behind the McLaren of Old Legend. Looks like he's gonna have DRS, gonna be able to make a move. He gets a good exit, and
He's
he
got
does.
DRS as well on Evans there. Is this gonna be the lap? Evans has got DRS as well though. Eric down the inside, there's more contact, wheel to wheel. God knows how Eric
made it
kept in the
stick.
shock there. Yep, he's got the place. One
They
car
both
left.
braked very late. And while Pedro is already on the back of Evans, he took advantage of the battle happening in front of him. These guys were losing time as he was catching on steadily.
Renault Ferrari currently the top four. Oh, Legends is forming a bit of a train behind him. Great PT and Perondi all trying to get through.
Perondi's gonna have a look before long at P7 on PD, and PD's is already showing his he's getting his elbows out. I mean, he's already protecting the inside line ever so slightly, even though Perondi is not exactly as close as he should be to make a move.
Yeah,
Side by
Perondi's getting
side,
held up
Fotis.
a little bit. Oh, this is going to be an interesting final corner.
And PD as well. As Perondi leaves
Yeah,
once
he's gone
again.
again.
That's interesting. Jack coming into turn one.
Yeah, I think Peter's going to have Fotis here.
Oh,
Good racing here.
that looks slippery. He's got the inside line coming to turn four. There you go.
They're still side by side. Coming into
Looks like
turn
he's got the
five
upper
now.
hand.
Yep. Ethan's now got the position.
Some very clean racing there, Jack. Mad props to PD and Fotis Greek for that bit of racing there.
Meanwhile, Eric has just taken the lead of the race. He's got
On
ahead
the
of
inside,
current
on the
champion,
mill
Toxic
straight.
Fusion.
What a move.
Yeah, Eric showing why he's currently joint leader of this championship. Calm and collected, under overtaking.
And he's definitely going to take advantage of the mishaps of Edu Perondi's connection there. He's set to move on and create a gap there.
Yep. Now Fusion though with DRS, can he get back at him at turn one?
Hasn't got the speed, Jack.
He doesn't, but if he can get... There's been a crash. Someone's set to 3.
Cole Pure is pitting from the Supers on lap 6. It looks like he's got wing damage, although I'm not sure. Yeah, they're changing the wing.
I think Toxic's tyres have gone. He's struggling for grip through the fast corners.
We've got a three-way battle going on for P5 with Olegent, PD, and Fotis Greek. Heading into the corkscrew turn and the DRS straight.
You don't want to be trying to overtake here, Ethan.
Ooh, Legend cut it.
Go for it. And all three of these guys have been this close now for about 5 laps. Ethan's right on the back of McLaren. Can he make it run the up? Nope. Thinks better of it.
And Jack, it looks like the Ferrari of Juan Pedro has taken
Ethan's been put
third
off
position.
slightly. Yeah, Pedro's up into 3rd ahead of Emsey. think he's spawning out the second to last corner. He's going slowly. Carried on though. But he has got some front wing damage on that left hand side.
Total Pure makes the move. Oh, Total Pure coming out of the DRS straight. Had taken P14 on the inside from Shadow, but he lost it. And actually, he's lucky not to have any damage on his front wing. He did hit the barrier.
Evans is running wide. I thought both of Renaults are struggling for grip a little bit here. Ferrari's just slightly better in tyre management.
As you say that, we're approaching the pit window slowly but surely. From lap 8 on, I'd say we could start seeing some pit stops from the guys running the super soft tires. Oh, PD on the inside as old legend makes a mistake, breaking into the corkscrew and on the straight now, side by side. Oh, PD thinks better of it. Didn't have the straight line speed.
And this is all allowing Jorginho to catch up. He's only about a corner behind. Currently 2.7 seconds is the gap. Here we go, then can Ethan get a run?
Taking a look, Ido Parandi is back into his car and he's gonna take a look at Maldi on the back straight.
Oh, Legends is in.
There you go. We're starting to see some pits. Toxic Fusion, O-Legend, Hoazinho.
Toxic going out to the soft tyres. So he is risking it.
Interesting. Might be a 2-stop to be honest.
Peronda's
Jack.
back and he's up into 7th. Oh, as I say, that has been pushed
He's
off
been
by
ran
Morgan.
wide.
Verona can still get a podium this race. Just has to push like mad, effectively.
I agree, Jack, and Petey's got some clean air in front of him now that old legend has pitted, but
Yeah, but he's trying to defend
it's
his
no sign of
approaches.
relief. Yes, correct. And Jack, there's Dennis, the alternate strategy guy. I'm gonna call him that way. He's P6 now. He's running steadily on the medium tires. Curious to know how far he'll take them.
Well, if we can get them near the end, then I suspect medium super soft is going to be a strategy. And I think that's not a bad one. All these
Yeah, I
people
agree,
that
Jack.
pit
I
onto the
think
softs from the super soft, they're going to be struggling for grip at the end of the race. So Dennis could still come into play here.
Parandi makes the move on Maldi. And he's got DRS as well, so that's ever so important. He's got to be able to defend easily. I think the front runners are about to pit on this lap. I'm seeing everybody's pretty much struggling for grip. It's getting critical.
Yep. Ooh, Eric. Massive lock up going into corkscrew.
And the top 7 has yet to pit, so everybody else has pitted. Let's see what happens here.
It's going to be incredibly close between Toxic and Eric and who comes out of the lead. And yep, looks like he is. The race.
There you go.
Let's get on board with Toxic Fusion then.
It's gonna, and Evans comes in as well, the Renault. It's gonna be the softs or the mediums. Oh, Eric Stander! The supers! Is it a mistake, Jack? He's definitely on the supers.
That has to be a mistake.
Wow, if you're gonna 2-stop, I don't think you should pit that
And Toxic
late.
just beat him out.
Wow.
So Toxic effectively
What a
back
turn of
into the net
events.
lead of the race.
Yeah, only two drivers that need to stop still that haven't pitted yet. Those are P1 and P2, Hall Pedro, and Dennis, who's not
Giorgino,
going to
PT
stop for
and the
probably around
Legends all
18.
battling. Legends going down the inside of PT. He's done a double overtake maybe.
Oh.
P is still there. Great racing once again from the midfield.
Impressive.
Let's see what Jack Pedro does. Is he going to come in this lap? He should come out P4 behind his teammate. So he's still ahead of everything.
And he does. He does go
No,
in. Oh,
5
he picks up a
seconds left, go.
penalty. Oh, he's gonna be
Delete.
crushed.
Everybody that's led he's bottled it.
Edu Perandi leaves again. He's having troubles massively, and he's at this point he's gonna struggle for points if he keeps disconnecting. I'm not sure he's what's going on. He might just quit entirely. And Eric Stander now the only driver on the track on the supers. He's gonna have pace compared to everyone else, but how long is he gonna take them? He's gonna have to pit one more time to either the softs or the mediums because he has to choose a different compound at least once. I actually can't believe that this strategy is gonna work for the better.
No, it's definitely going to cost him time in the long run. Because in the short run those tyres will have more grip, which means he can catch up to maybe past Toxic. If Toxic locks up a bit going into the corkscrew. Meanwhile, our boy Dennis VKK is leading the race on his mediums.
Good on him. I think he knows that he's not
massively
necessarily the
wide.
fastest in this field, but still, he takes the alternate strategy, tries to make it work. So big up for that.
Yeah, he's taking a risk, but it's paying off for him at the minute. I mean, he's definitely going to have more grip and pace at the end of the race than Eric and Toxic. And you're pitting now.
I think,
come
Jack,
out-
that I'm sorry. I think that if when you do that kind of strategy, you have to be confident in your ability to overtake other drivers because you're going to be quicker at the end, and you're going to have to overtake to get past some guys if you want to get a good result, and you want it to pay off.
Yeah, he's definitely got the ability, and he's not made any mistakes so far. He's driven pretty perfectly. Of course, he will be caught eventually by Toxic and Eric. Eric, by the way, is still all over the back of Toxic. Can't quite get past though because of the dirty air.
Zinho is also all over the back of PD, who was dropped from O-Legend. So it's now a two-way battle instead of a three-way battle. And Jack, I really like Eric's style. I think he's very smooth. It reminds me of a certain driver that you know very well. JB the man.
Ah yes, my main man JB. Can this be the lap for
Coming
Eric?
on the
Will he
straight,
get past Toxic?
DRS.
I think it's too far back unless he wants to try a bit of a Ricardo West move going into turn 1. Yellow.
We've seen him do
he
it
has as
earlier,
well.
and does it again.
Go on, Eric.
Wow, and it doesn't work, but he's gonna... You know what that does, Johnny, is that it makes the drivers in front very edgy. They're gonna always be worried that there's a move coming on at some point, even though you're way back. You don't feel like the pursuer can really dive into there, but he does. is playing in their mind.
Oh,
Sure, he
again.
goes inside. What a move over the Renault. It's not over. Side by side, coming into
He's got
corkscrew.
it.
He makes that stick. He's ahead. What a move, Eric
Ricardo
Stender.
would be proud of that one.
You bet. Wow, I'm impressed. He's on a softer tire, but still.
Well, he knows that he has to make up the ground after that poor strategy call in the pits if he wants to have any chance of winning the race.
I hope we can talk to him at the end there, Jack, and see what was in the back of his mind doing this. Was it a mistake? Was it the crew? Was it really a strategy?
I'm sure we'll get to hear from him. Meanwhile, Dennis still not pitted. I wouldn't really expect him to at this point. How do you reckon he can take these mediums then? Oh, as I say that, into the pits he's going.
Wow, already I'm thinking he's going to the subs then. Is
He
it?
must be going for a soft. There's no way he's going to take supers to the end. And yes,
If you're gonna
soft
pit that
tyres.
early on the mediums, I think he should start on the softs altogether. Oh, he's going? Yeah, he's got the softs. I'm sorry, I had the supers glitch. That's another interesting strategy choice, Jack. In my opinion, it's not ideal. You don't get the most out of your tires doing this, but I hope he proves me wrong because he's a good driver. Edu Perandi, Jack, P13, massive bad luck. He's left again.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stop cursing him.
it's not been his weekend. That incredible lap in qualifying, but disconnected early on in the race, and since then he can't really get a stable connection. It's cost him massively, especially with Eric now in first place.
And Hoazinho is still trying to get past Petey, but I'm thinking his tires are gonna get worn out before long. And with
that's-
like,
Wait,
what?
what?
Okay, I thought I cursed him. Another one of mine.
That resilient connection. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's gonna scare you if you witness that in front of you on the track, Jack.
Indeed. Jens has come up behind a Legend X. Legend's on the soft tyres.
That's gonna make for a good battle. I think he's gonna be happy coming back into P7 from where he started. Hopefully he makes the softs last to the end.
I mean, he should be able to. It's only... How many laps do we have to do? 15, 14? Going around the outside of Legends now. Oh, Legends in. Good driving from Dennis to avoid it.
This battle is gonna allow Petey to get. Oh, he gets past. He gets overtaken by Hoazinho. I didn't see that coming, Jack.
Oh, there goes PT Dash.
That's cost
How's
a
that?
bit of carbon fiber to somebody there. I'm not sure who it is. Probably Hoazinho's end plate on the front wing.
But
I don't see the damage.
I think maybe a little bit on the right, but nothing that should affect him too badly.
It's unfortunate. Petey really locked it up bad there, coming into the downhill corner.
Derek has got past Legends.
And once again, both Ferraris on the podium. And once again, P1 and P3, reminiscent of Australia a couple of weeks earlier. And we're gonna see another duo from Ferrari on the podium. It's looking very much like it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Eric's still got to make another pit stop. Remember, that could cost him massively.
You're right, Jack. Completely forgot about that. I get excited there.
And what a good race this has been from Renault. 1-2 at one point. They're currently on 0 points in the constructors. And here they are in P2 and P4. Not being a bad race.
Yeah, they're gonna get up. I agree. They're gonna get up massively. They're gonna get if they keep it up, they're gonna make at least 6 positions in the standings. the way I see it. I mean, at least 5, perhaps 6. We'll see.
Well, if they were to finish as they are now, that's 30 points, so that would take them ahead of Williams up into P3, I believe.
Right, well then depends on what these teams gather today as far as points are concerned.
True.
The Williams at the moment are P9 and P10, so that's only 3 points.
And I think Eric is starting to struggle a little bit on these super softs. Toxic's catching him.
Force India are not gonna get a good result today. It looks like, at least so far, with Maddie out of the points, P11 and PD only gathering 4 points at the moment. It's not looking good, really. They're gonna be disappointed with how the race is going so far.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Force India. They started off strong.
Well, Zinho goes in the pits.
I think this might be for a front wing change.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
front wing ready.
I think I think if he wasn't a one-stop Jack, I think that's not necessarily a good move. I don't think he had too much damage, and this move is going to cost him 30 seconds worth of pit stops. Actually, more than that. Pit stop usually around here is about 25 seconds altogether, and with the wing change, that's 5 more seconds. So I'm not sure about that. I guess he wasn't comfortable and he just preferred to come back in, but could cost him some points.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how much time he was losing per lap because of that damage, but I doubt he's going to be able to make that 30 seconds back by the end of the race.
Yeah.
There's only 11 laps left.
So everyone in the top 10 is pretty much set at the moment, going steady. The gaps are there. There's no real action going on. We got to do Peroni back in the
Greek is
car.
in the pits, and he's got himself a penalty.
Oh dear.
Fotis, mate. What are you doing?
What is going on? Legend comes in the pit as well.
Oh,
These guys were always
let's
on
not
the
forget.
two stop.
Yo, Pedro's got himself a penalty.
That's correct.
Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean he has to come into the pits. That can be applied post-race, but that does mean that he's going to have to keep a 5-second gap to the car behind.
Both Fotis Greek and Old Legend put on the medium tires. I'm surprised. I don't. So it means that they went supers, softs to mediums. I'm not sure about that really. That doesn't seem optimal at all.
No, there's definitely some interesting strategies going on, to say the least. Meanwhile, Toxic Fusion's now brought the gap down to 1.4 seconds.
Eric Stander's probably going to pit, right?
Yeah, I mean it has to. There's no way he can go another 10 laps on these.
I think he's got the pit now. Yeah, he does.
He's
does.
pitting now,
gonna
getting
put on
out,
softs.
and then minimising the amount of time lost.
He's still gonna come in, what, around P5, P6, probably behind Dennis. Could even get in front of him.
Yeah, he should come out between Dennis and PT. What tyres have got on there? Yeah, it's gone onto the soft, as we expected. Where's Dennis? Dennis.
Yeah, so there you go.
In front of the Ferrari.
Alright, so we're gonna have ourselves a battle there, no doubt. Dennis, a good driver, steady. Eric Stander, probably good and steady as well, perhaps a bit better as far as raw pace is concerned. So let's see what kind of action we get from both these guys there.
Yeah, there should be a good fight. Let's get on board with Eric. Following Dennis here through the S section downhill into the hairpin. Not gonna go for one of his worldly dive bombs. Surely not. Yep, Dennis spends inside. Locks up though.
Very cautious.
Yep. And
Oh,
Eric
what an
just,
exit!
yeah, Eric's just flown past on the new tyres.
Like a rocket, he just came out of there. That was a that was brilliant racecraft, I'd say. I mean, he made a move. He threw a dummy, and obviously he backed out. It was dangerous, and he just made sure he had a good exit. He did, and he just, as you said, he flew by Dennis, literally.
I think that at the minute, Toxic's not exactly looking too pretty on his softs either. Pedro's catching him by a few tenths of a lap. That's 1.6 seconds.
So let's see, Toxic pitted on lap 7. He's on a 2-stop. He's on a 2-stop for sure. He's got a pit. There's no way from lap 7 that you take those softs to the end, and it's already been 13 laps. Yeah, I think he's gonna pit. There's no doubt in my mind.
And if he wants to cover off Eric, then I think he might have to.
And Jack, you know what? I said earlier that Force Indias were not set for a good result as opposed to last week today, but as it is looking, PD is now in P6 and Matty's in the points. He's now in P9, so that's 8 and 4 2 points. That's 10 points right there. That's actually, it's a good decent pole.
Ethan does have front wing damage on the left hand side though.
I'm not sure about that. Really?
Yeah, go on board.
No, that's just the offset cam, Jack. That's not damage. So Toxic pits, as we suspected. He's gonna put on the supers logically, and there you go.
Now Eric's already passing him.
Oh, and the other Renault pits, Evans. Wow, from the mediums. Let's see race director here. Evans was... He pitted lap 9 to the mediums. This is supposed to get you to the end. It's not looking so good for the Renaults anymore. I mean, it's still good, but... Yeah.
You would have thought that Evans could have made those mediums last until the end.
And PD's pitted as well. Wow. I can't believe it. Surely he thought he couldn't get them to the end as well as Evans thought. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. These guys should be able to pull the one stop here with the supers to the mediums, Jack. I mean, as you said, absolute scenes. What is going on in Bahrain?
Ronald's also back and he's managed to get himself into 6th place. I don't know how he's managed this.
Oh, you're right. But as I thought they, it's not what I thought they would be.
Toxic right behind Dennis. Dennis currently in the podium. I think he deserves one after this amazing strategy that he's pulled off.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time defending against Toxic though. 7 laps remaining. I just don't see it happening. Toxic, the defending champion, going down the inside on the straight, leading to turn 4, and he's way ahead. He's braking late, and he makes it stick. Easy move on Dennis, who he didn't really give much of a fight. Jack, I think you'll agree. Didn't want to lose time. He's probably taking care of his tires, and that's that.
Yeah, it was a pretty straightforward move for Toxic. Dennis probably thinking that he's better off letting Toxic have the position and risking damage and possibly a few more positions.
He's already got a good result at short, even though it's not a podium. It's still from outside the top 10. It's obviously he's going to be happy with that, I think. I'm looking at P9, P8. That's Forest Greek in P8 and Verstappen behind. We haven't given much attention to these guys, but obviously I think there's going to be a little fight here, both on the medium tires.
Yeah, this will be over 4 points as well, which I'm sure both of them would like little points added to the drivers' championship standings. Toxic Fusion goes quickest with 130.7. So we're flying on those supers now. Trying to catch Eric. Dennis is in the pits.
Wow.
He's going to
Wow.
supers.
You know what, Jack? I think these guys might have not done their research properly. They haven't prepared. I mean, those strategies are not optimal. Trust me. Bahrain, you either wanna, if you're gonna do a two-stop, you don't want to touch the mediums at all. And likewise, if you're gonna do a one-stop, well, nobody's done a one-stop so far. I mean, even Dennis, but still, if I remember correctly, he pitted lap 14 from the medium to the softs. I said then that it wasn't optimal because it's a bit early to pit. If you're on the mediums from the start of the race, you don't have to. You're definitely looking at getting on the supers as quick as possible. I mean, as late as possible.
Yeah.
Dennis pulls a move.
I don't know why. I just feel like maybe they're getting a little bit more tire wear than they were expected because of the new update with the handling. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I think there's something going on tonight. These guys were not expecting so much wear because most strategies are just not ideal and scenes, basically.
Pretty much.
As Dennis is flying past Verstappen on the main straight on the softer tires. That was an easy move. Legend isn't too far behind as well.
I'll tell you one person who is on for a one-stop. Yao Pedro.
That's correct. And you know what? We spoke to Pedro last race after his third place finish in China, and he sounded like the kind of guy that really prepares and has a strategy coming into each race. I mean, what transpires from his performance today is that he's a prepared driver. He knew what he was going into, and he's got a one-stop going.
Yeah, it's definitely, you can tell that he's done his research. He's put in the laps, he's put in the hours, and it's paid off for him. Kind of got a 15-second gap to Eric. I can't really see that coming down within the next 4 laps. He does have a 5-second penalty, mind you, though. So
He does.
he has a spin, or he has a puncture towards the end. That could be it.
And you can see that he's just taking every corner smoothly. He's got smooth exits as well. So kudos, it's a good driving bit from him today.
Using the curbs as little as possible as well, which do give you a lot of tyre wear. And I've seen quite a few other drivers riding the curves quite heavily, so that could be a contributing factor towards some of the tyre wear that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I agree. That's not gonna help. Dennis gets past Maldi. Old Legend's trying to make a move on Verstappen, turn 1. Doesn't make it stick, but he's close.
Fusion still catching Eric slowly. Pick up under 2 seconds now.
So you'd think that Eric Stander would be catching up to Hall Pedro much faster than that, but actually he's not, and he's gonna have to deal with Toxic sooner than later. That he's on the softer tires. So Hall Pedro, even though he's got a penalty of 5 seconds, as you pointed out, just a couple minutes ago, I think he's safe.
There's a battle here going on for 6th place.
Maldi just made it back ahead of Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis is definitely quicker, but he can't get through because of the nature of the track. It's very much one line, or you're off. More just basically targeting on the apex and not allowing Dennis to get through. And then better exit DRS available. Then he should be able to get through here. Falls to the inside. Under braking.
And Legend is a double move.
Oh, Molly's been
Maldi
stunted.
loses it. He's good, he's on track, but he's lost time. Legend made it past Verstappen. He's now all over the back of Maldi. Actually, it's a bit too far to make a move, but he's getting close. And Maldi runs wide. It's another mistake. They're going to go side by side, leading to the downhill corner. That right-hander is fast, and you can see moves being done. But no, it's a 3-car train leading to the corkscrew.
Molly could see himself going from 6th to 10th in the space of 1 lap here.
That's not looking good for him. And look who's all over the back of Eric Stander now.
Yep, Toxic Fusion, gap under 1 second. DRS will be
I said all over the
available.
back, I'm sorry. Not accurate, but still, he's getting close. He's gonna have DRS. Jack, take it away.
Well, I don't think he's got DRS actually. I think the gap came under 1 second after the activation zone, so he'll have it next lap. Or possibly go. Wait,
The
no,
back
he'll have it
straight?
next. Yeah, forgot about that one. Eric Sauce. Yeah, I think we're going to be quicker, like right at the end, but if Fusion can get past before his tyres drop off too much, then Eric's going to have a hard time getting through with Toxic's defending. He needs a good exit. He hasn't got one.
Lots of
He's gonna have to-
movement. PD makes it into P9 from Old Legend. On the new tires.
Molly pitted.
Oh, he did.
So that's both the Williams out of the points. Looking good for Renault. We've got close battles. I think the closest battle on track is currently for 2nd place. Toxic.
And with 2 laps to go, I think it looks like, I mean, at this point with tire wear taken into account, these guys are not, you know, they match up pace-wise pretty much. So I think with 2 laps remaining just now, I think we're gonna have a good fight, you know, for the viewers. O Legend picks up another penalty. I think that's 2 penalties now, but don't quote me on that.
I think it is 2. He got one earlier, definitely.
Take a peek at PD on the main straight. DRS coming into turn 1.
They get past Verstappen.
Oh, very late move. That was brave, but a bit hopeful. Verstappen remains in P8.
Fusion ever closer to the back of Eric. I just don't think he has a straight line speed to keep up with Eric. Eric must be running really low wings. Because even with DRS, the gap's staying more or less the same.
I agree, and that might explain why Eric Stander had, you know, maybe higher tire wear.
Sure. Verstappen back past P2 for P8.
Verstappen goes wide. This is PD's chance. Way ahead now.
I think that's
Back in
Legends.
P8.
That's Costas.
And Edu Parandi is in P5 on the 1 stop.
Yeah, he's done well. Especially considering no one's left. You gotta think that if it wouldn't have been for them, he would have dominated this race, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. You've got to learn to deal with it, move on to Russia, try and get those points back.
Last lap of the race, Jack. Pedro is set to take the... Oh, Toxic Fusion just made a... he slipped, but he managed to control it. Heading to course through, he's lost him about 3 tenths. That's gonna be crucial.
one corner left to do it. If he gets a good run out of here, it can set him up for the final corner. He hasn't. It's not.
Oh, Pedro crosses the line in P1. What a
So
performance,
different
made the one-step stick.
Yeah. Just shows what you get if you put the effort in. Will it be a Ferrari 1-2? I think it will be. Eric Stanley crosses the line to take P2, Ferrari's first 1-2 of the season. Ferrari domination continues basically. That's going to put them
What a
miles ahead of
race.
Mercedes. Yeah.
What a race, Jack, for both Ferrari and Renault.
Yeah, Renault going from no
And,
points at all to 27, I believe.
And the unluckiest driver of the day, Eddie Pironi, crosses the line to P5. Can't help but imagine he would have probably gotten P1 with one stop. But I mean, he kept disconnecting and getting back in. At some point, it was P13, I think. So that's still a good achievement.
Yeah.
305
Dennis.
for P11.
Dennis as well finishing P6, that's a really good result, all things considered.
Yes,
Couldn't
I
quite
agree.
get the one stop to work, but... Oh, and... right, okay, right. Yeah, nice one game. Just making everybody crash into each other.
Alright then, Jack. I'm gonna invite the front row finishers, the podium finishers to the party, and let's see if we can have a bit of an interview with them. It's gonna be interesting.
Will we?
Here we go.
Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually had 2 penalties in the end, so... That was quite close. Eric nearly got him.
Yeah.
Don't think Eric has a mic still, unfortunately. I know Toxic
Alright.
does, so...
Oh, no one's joining. Here's Maldi.
Well, we'll give it a couple of minutes. If we can't get anybody in, then we'll just end the stream. So,
Let's see.
SaKuuu, driver of the day.
Oh, driver of the day for me. Hello, wow. Driver of the day for me. I don't know. I think strong commendation to Dennis, as we said. Once again, the alternate strategy. What about you, Jack?
I would definitely say either Dennis or Yao Pedro. Yeah, I think though Yao Pedro was the only one to make the one-stop work, so I think I'm gonna have to vote for him.
Alright, here we are then. Winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix, round 3 of STB, I'm sorry. Alright, well, Pedro, congratulations. P1, one-stop strategy from supers to mediums. Talk to us through your performance and how did it go from your point today?
First of all, thank God I won through. I was needing this so much. I don't know, I just try out the strategy and thankfully it works. I kept it really the consistency, really good pace, and I had luck that with me and we don't like, how can I say, getting each other's ways on the box.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good race. I received a stop and go, and I was really worried that Toxky and Eric reached me to the end of the race, but worked out. Apart from the qualifying, well, I made a really shit lap. But in the general, yeah, it was awesome race. Managed to won, and hopefully I can keep this farm to Russia.
Well, congratulations on your victory once again. Ferrari gets a good result. Both drivers on the podium, you and Eric. So coming to Russia, it's looking good for you. Top of the constructor standing. Congratulations. Moving on, Eric Stander in P2. He's not with us. He doesn't have a microphone. Low budget in Ferrari. Can't have it all. Moving on to Toxic Fusion. Toxic. Congratulations, P3, third step of the podium. Champagne, Cedera, talk to us. How did it go from qualifying to race?
Yeah, I was quite happy if I qualified. P2 against Brondi is quite good. I'll happily take that. But my race, I don't know. It's just I was lacking for pace for some reason, and
so
my strategy was kind of sorry. Go on, you go.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. So yeah, talk to us about the strategy. It seemed like everybody struggled with tire wear. Everybody seemed to be switching strategy mid-race, realizing that they couldn't take their tires to the end. That includes you, I believe. What happened there? What was your strategy, and when did you realize that you had to change it?
Ideally, my strategy would have been to like start on the softs and to start on supers and do 2 soft stints. But Stander was actually quite a lot quicker than I thought he would be. So when I couldn't get past him in the middle stint, he was pulling away. That sort of meant I had to change my strategy to do 2 super soft stints because I wasn't going to be able to catch him if I did another soft stint. So I had to try and sort of switch it up, and it nearly works, but.
Interesting. So it was always going to be a 2 stops. I figured it was going to be perhaps a 1 stop, but yeah. So that the 1 stop was never on the table, was it?
No. I just felt more comfortable doing the 2 stop, really.
All right. Well, Toxic. Congratulations. Good result for Renault. You and
Thank
Evans.
you.
We talked to Evans in the qualification. He was confident, and it paid off. I think a good race for both of you. Good race for Renault. With massive points, get him up the table. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We don't have Eric Stander, as I said, but we have Maldi in here. Gonna speak with Maldi. Eventful race for you, Maldi. We caught you a few times on the stream, battling it out. Talk to us. What were the highlights for you there?
Well, Bahrain is my favourite track that has happened so far, so it was really good for me to actually race in this Grand Prix. The start was not good for me. In every single Grand Prix Australia, China, and of course tonight in Bahrain, I've had issues with like the lights where everyone goes when I'm on the 3rd light. So everyone's going and then I'm still on the 3rd light. So I don't know. So that was a bad start for me, but I was able to keep out of the like collisions on the first lap, blah blah, and then it became really hard for me to get past people, so I just had to wait it out, pit for the mediums. Had a nice battle with Edu in like the middle of the Grand Prix, and then I kind of like messed up on the strategy, and then I was trying to battle my way through like Votus Greek and Pete and people like that, that sort of battle, and it was just difficult. But I'm happy with my result. I didn't get any points, but I'm happy I was able to do the Grand Prix. I was able to just have fun. It was quite an eventful race for me with all of that also. Yeah, Russia, I like the circuit, but I'm not too good round, so I'm just now waiting for Azerbaijan.
All right, Maldi, thank you very much. I don't think I've got anything to add to that. Jack, what about you? Take it away. Is there anything you might want to ask anyone?
Not really. I think everything's been covered. So,
Alrighty, well that's that. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks a lot for the interviews and for the insights, as ever. Very much appreciated. And that's it for me.
Join us next
What do you
week
want
for the
to-
Russian Grand Prix.